Straight up. Verse 7. So you see the destruction that wasted at noonday. He gives you a time period. That noonday. Destruction coming at noonday. Read.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
See? So 1,000 people gonna fall on our side. 1,000 and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near us. Read.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Say, only with our eyes we're going to see the reward of the wicked, man. Going to see how they going to be destroyed. But now it's about spending time and working on how we're going to be saved to see the reward of the wicked. Read.
Because thou hast made the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
We have continually developed a relationship with the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and dwelling with him, and not with this carnal world. No matter how it is or who it is that try and take you off your path to make it to the kingdom, you got to have your dwelling place with him. Because the world is set up to send you straight to hell. And most people that don't know want you to feel their feelings of taking you off course from where you need to be. You got to remember this. Because they ain't here to learn. They ain't here to get this. They're not going to hear anything except for what they believe themselves. Most people believe in their own power. This how I feel. At any time when the book is closed, and here they come with their feelings and how it should be this way and that way, how they feel. You give them this Bible, say, okay, we'll prove it here. They can't do that. You can't do that. That's why we got to stay here to this word, man. Stay heed to this word. Read.
Verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Right. So ain't no evil will come upon us, neither shall any plague come nigh or near our dwelling. Read.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
I was Satan tried to come out of Mashiach Yahushua. This is what he quoted. Quoted this. Throw yourself down. Most I say he's going to give his angels charge to hold you up. Tempting the Most High. That's why he cut him, man. He said, thou shalt not tempt the Most High. Read.
They shall bear thee up in their hands.
See? Go ahead.
Lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
That's right. So we got to look at, I'm trying to do a balance here to show that we have a lot to look forward to, even though we're in Jacob's trouble. You got to know that the Most High got us. For those that's going to be in a secret place with the Most High, and not in their own little secret place of their own mind. Because they tell you in Ecclesiastes 3:24 in the Apocrypha that many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and the evil suspicion is overthrown their judgment, the way they think. Let's go back to Jeremiah 30, verse 8.
Jeremiah chapter 30.
I'll read verse 7 again.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
See that? he shall be saved out of it. We have to look at this. We're going to be saved out of it. It's just, you got to go through the proper procedures to be able to be saved out of it. It's not just something you can say, I know I'm going to be saved out of it. You ain't doing nothing. You got to be doing works. You got to be doing what's necessary to be saved out of it, because there's going to be a whole lot of people put to death. So, Psalm 94:16 says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Who's going to do that? Wisdom of Solomon 5 in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, and the 1st verse.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 5.
Verse 1.
Oh, it's like it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
So, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness in the face of such as have afflicted him. Read.
And made no account of his labor.
And made no account of the work that we have done. From slavery, from 1492 all the way to now. A righteous man going to stand in great boldness in the face of such as have afflicted us and made no account of our labor. That's in front of our enemies, who have not given us anything pertaining to taking us off our land, bringing us in ships, taking us off our land, taking us in ships to Europe, taking us in ships from Europe to Africa, from Africa to America, building this place, building all these different lands where we're scattered in. We don't have nothing to show for it as we should. So we standing in great boldness in the face of our enemies. When we stand on the street and we dropping this truth and they can go on there and hear it, it's still in their face if they go on the internet and hear it. Wherever they hear it, it's still in their face, isn't it? That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're going to be troubled with terrible fear when they see it. When they see it, that's why you don't have Most High don't give us a spirit of fear. 2 Timothy 1:20 and 7 tells us he don't give us a spirit of fear, but a power and a sound mind, a spiritual power and a sound mind. They're going to be filled with terrible fear. Read.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
They're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. Read.
So far beyond all that they looked for.
It's going to be so far beyond all that they look for. Because they already got their little mindset that they're going to be out of here in the chariots, wherever they say they're going to be, when they call it, what they call the rapture, then all the destruction will happen to everybody else. They're going to be out of here. If that's the case, then what they so worried about us for? Because this truth is coming out now. The truth is coming out. And they spent all this money to keep us from knowing who we are and knowing that salvation is to Israel. That's what you're saying. That's why they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. Read.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and the proverb of reproach.
Come on, man. Anytime you got 45 different names of who you are as a people, that's a derision and a proverb of disgrace. A disgrace when you the children of Israel. Read.
We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Yeah, go ahead. This is what they're going to be saying as we go to salvation. That's what they're going to be saying. We count it. I mean, right now until this time, till we reach the salvation. That's what they're going to be saying. Read.
How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
How is he numbered? Not him. How's he numbered among the children of the Most High? They still don't think we telling the truth. We tell them we the chosen people of the Most High. They telling you that they don't believe it, and they ain't gonna believe it to the end. Read.
And this lot is among the saints.
This lot is among the saints. Read.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth.
See? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Hear that. What they gonna say? Therefore what?
We erred from the way of truth.
Therefore we erred from the way of truth. They erred from the way of truth. Erred from the way of truth. Erred from the way of following the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Erred from following the Mashiach Yahushua to show them how to follow the laws. Read.
And the light of righteousness has not shined unto us.
See, the light of righteousness have not shined. All this is past tense, because this is what they're going to say in the end. While we reach this salvation, it's the Most High will, if we make it. Read.
And the Son of righteousness rose not upon
The
us.
Son of righteousness rose not upon them. So how you going to follow somebody that you know this is the end result of what they're going to say when we reach the salvation, when the children of Israel reaches salvation? It's the Most High will. We are part of that. This is what they're going to be saying. Now how you going to follow somebody that's telling you, he's telling you right here what they're going to be saying? Go ahead.
We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness.
They wearied themselves in the way of what?
In the way of
In
wickedness
the way of wickedness, read.
and destruction.
And destruction. Everywhere they go, they destroy. Most I call them the great waster. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, we have not known.
So they ain't know the way of the Most High, they ain't know the way of Mashiach Yahushua. That's it. We have not known it. From this point to the end. Go ahead.
Verse 8. What hath pride profited
So
us?
what has pride profited us? That's why you read the enemies of the Most High and the haters of the Most High in Psalm 83, it said they lifted up their head. They lifted up their head. That's in pride. I see this white dude today, man. He's walking around like that's all right. Your day is coming. Like our day came. Our day came. What we living in Jacob's trouble right now. We ain't out of this yet. See what I'm saying? Say they wear themselves in the way of pride. Go ahead.
Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us?
See, what good has the riches done them? All the riches that they have. They can't buy their way into the kingdom. No matter how much money they have, this is something that's not for them. Ain't no price on this. No matter how rich they are. And they're going to help you. That's what it's telling you. Read.
All those things are passed away. Like
Yes. You hear that? All those things are passed away. Read.
like a shadow.
Like a shadow. Come on.
And as a post that hasted by.
That's why I post that hates by, man. Get Revelation 11. In verse 12. I'll read verse 11.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the Most High,
Spirit of life.
and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Right, and we started, you look at this approximately like 350 years, we started, the Spirit of life came back into us around in the 70s. It entered into us, read.
And they stood upon their feet,
And we stood upon our feet, read.
and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
See, great fear fell upon them that saw us. That's why you're not going to make nobody have fear if it had to come out. We had to come out, start this truth coming out with a weak spirit. You see, nobody fear no one that is all soft and all. They're not really coming hard with this truth. It had to come the way it came. For the fear to fall upon them. Read. This is what we're waiting on here. Read.
Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, Come up hither.
That's right, come up hither. Heard a voice saying, Come up hither. Read.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
That's right, we're going to ascend up into heaven in the chariot of the Most High. Read.
And their enemies beheld them.
We just read about our enemies seeing us going into salvation. That's what it's talking about. And they're gonna be amazed as the strangers of our salvation so far beyond all that they look for. You see? Then what's gonna happen after?
Verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the Most High power of heaven.
That's right. Same thing was going over the other day. The God of heaven, the power of heaven. Who was acknowledging that? Nebuchadnezzar, Cyrus, Darius, and Artaxerxes. All of them acknowledged the power of heaven as we see here. Okay, let's go back to Jeremiah 30. Verse 8.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the power of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
That's right, man. He said he's going to burst their yoke. He's going to break it off our necks, man. What's on your neck? Your brain, your head. He's going to take the yoke from off our neck by giving us back the law, statutes, commandments, having the faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, that we can know who we are, knowing our power, knowing who we're supposed to serve, knowing the spiritual power that he's endowed us with. He's going to bust our bonds. He's going to break our captivity that we're in. Because a lot of people, their minds are in captivity. That's why I said they're not brainwashed, they're brain polluted. Their brain has been polluted. You got to stop saying brainwashed, because they ain't washed, it's polluted. And strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. We ain't going to be spending no $1 trillion or more a year. Where these other nations going to reap the benefits from us as a nation. Verse 9.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 9. But they shall serve the Most High their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
That's right. We're going to serve the Most High and David, who's of the tribe of Judah, who Mashiach Yahushua came out of. We're going to raise them up for us to serve. That's why we're Mashiach. Mashiach is the Most High. Look at Psalms. Now go ahead, read on.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Most High. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for, lo, I will save thee from afar.
See, he said, don't be fearing and don't be dismayed Because the Most High said He's going to save us from afar. Because we way over here. We ain't in Israel. We way over here on the other side of the world. Read.
And thy seed from the land of their
You
captivity.
see, in our seed, His seed from the land of our captivity. Read.
And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest.
See, Jacob going to return and shall be at rest. So we already know how we can get to rest. With the other nations, strangers are building up our walls and they working, and our gates going to be open continually, that the forces of the Gentiles may be brought to us that we can have rest from our sorrow in the hard captivity that we was made to serve. Read.
And be quiet.
And be quiet. This is what we're rehearsing. To learn how to be quiet. Learn how to have this peace that Amashak Abishai said He only can give to us. Read.
And none shall make him afraid.
Ain't nobody gonna make us afraid this day, man. Give me Psalms 89 and 23. Nobody gonna make us frightened in this day, man. Psalm 89 and 23.
Psalms chapter 89, verse 23. And I will beat down his foes before his face, and plague them that hate him.
That's right. He's gonna beat down our foes, man, before our face, and He's gonna plague them that hate us, man. Just like He did for King David. Let's continue in Jeremiah. This is late. Jeremiah 30, verse 11.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 11. For I am with thee, saith the Most High, to save thee.
So He's with us, man, to save us. He want to save us. Read.
Though I make a full end of all
See
nations.
that? Though we make a what?
A full end of all nations.
Read it again. Though I what?
Though I make a full end of all nations.
Though we make a full end of all nations. Read.
Whither I have scattered thee.
So when we say that these nations going down, He said He's going to make a full end of all these nations that He have scattered. Where He has scattered us in. It ain't going to be no more like it is now. Read.
But I will correct thee in measure.
He's going to correct us in measure. That's what we're being corrected now. The chastisement of the Most High. We love it, He chastens. So He's chastening us now, correcting us. That's why we have to show homage to Him and loyalty to Him by